Hello everyone, this is Angel from Have Faith, Let It Begin. Today, we're going to continue on with our series that we've unexpectedly started. It's about being nice, being kind. Today, I'm going to bring back an episode, not replay it. I'm going to talk about something that I spoke about in the past, and that's called respecting your elders, respecting our senior citizens. Something happened yesterday to my mom, and it really broke my heart, and it bothered me so much that I had to write a letter to the owner of the company. Have Faith, Let It Begin starts right now.
On June 16, 2018, a show designed for you, The Daily Commuter, went live. A weekly show all about faith. A show with motivational topics, inspirational stories, and personal testimony set out to change the world.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin. Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, I am Mia, and you are listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Can you say have faith, let it begin? Huh? Yeah. Yeah? Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin on this Tuesday, November 24th, 2020. Well, let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. For quite some time since I started the show, I've always indicated that we have to respect our parents, respect our loved ones, respect our senior citizens, and of course, respecting one another. Yesterday, my mother went to make an appointment at a local imaging department. I shouldn't say a department. It's a location where they do open MRIs. The operator that was supposed to take down her information to make the formal appointment was extremely unprofessional. She was short, she was rude, and at times combatant with my mom. Now, my mom is 74 years old. My mom is probably one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Extremely non-confrontational, and at times extremely over-polite and over-friendly, if there even is such a statement. But one thing my mom has that I've definitely acquired from her is she has patience. This young lady who was the operator did not. It got so bad that my mom decided not to even proceed with the actual appointment. She called me up and she was in tears. She was crying. She felt unsafe. She felt as if the person made her feel dumb. She was extremely upset. And of course, as any son would do, I immediately got defensive. In my mind, I wanted to call the place up and start yelling and screaming. In my mind, I'm not going to lie, I'm human, right? But in my heart, I know that's not how things get done. I knew I had to call there politely, respectfully, and calmly and speak to a supervisor, which I did. I spoke with a supervisor. And because I haven't formally got permission, I cannot use their real names. So for now, I am going to change the names just so that we have a name to go with. So I spoke with a supervisor, we'll call her Beth. And Beth was very professional. She did apologize for the actions that may or may not have occurred because she had not reviewed the call or spoken to the person yet. She wanted to speak to my mother directly, which I gave her phone number, and they spoke. Things got arranged, and my mom still felt uncomfortable. I then called Beth back and let her know that unfortunately, even though I appreciated the phone call, and I appreciated the fact that she tried to mend fences, it was still not going to be enough. And what I mean by that is, we really feel that this person should be talked to, be retrained. Now, if you know anything about me or my family, we don't have any ill will toward people. We don't hold grudges, and we certainly do not try to make people's lives miserable. But our thinking, and my theory with my mom, was this lady just needs to be trained, retrained a little bit, or maybe she's going through something and somebody needs to talk to her. So I decided to get the information of the owner of the company and email them directly. Now, I'm not going to change his name because it is public knowledge. The owner, his name is Scott. I spoke with, I sent email to Scott directly indicating the entire story that had happened, got detailed and explained to him that I was not happy with everything that had been done. I also decided to research the company and noticed that there were a lot more of reviews regarding this same location. And the reviews were not polite. They were not pleasant. So I decided to send that email. When the email went out, my theory was I'll check it in a couple days and hope that somewhere down the line they will provide us with, an answer. About 30 minutes after I wrote the email, my phone rang. It was the owner. His name is Scott. And Scott and I had a very good conversation, and he shared with me how my letter touched him. It touched him in many ways because, number one, obviously he doesn't want anybody feeling that way or being treated that way. But because he felt as if I reminded him of him. But unfortunately, in his situation, he had lost his mother 2 years ago. I'm happy to tell you that this gentleman not only called me multiple times today, or I should say yesterday, he called my mom directly. Why? And that's where the story ends. Why is it that people feel the need to ridicule, disrespect the elderly, the senior citizens, people that are different, people that may sound different, people that may look different? Why is it that all of us feel the need to be rude at times to one another? Can't people understand that even through a pandemic or hardship or struggles, there's no reason to be disrespectful to each other? God wants us to love one another, to respect our neighbors, to cherish the moments that we have with one another here on earth. How can we do that if we're constantly against one another? It feels as if we're like rivals with each other at times. And people are so quick and so fast to act when they don't get what they want. I could have called the company and I could have been rude and nasty, but I chose not to. I used my words and I described how I was feeling, on how the phone call from my mom to me made me feel. And I'm happy to tell you that things are going to get resolved. And I hope the young lady has learned her lesson. I hope she gets retrained. And I hope she doesn't do that again. And I hope that anybody that's in that position, or if you're the person that's listening to this show today, and you've been that way to other people, I hope that you understand that there's no reason to be that way. Now, let's be real, okay? Let's just change gears for a second. I'm well aware that there are people out there that call or they talk to you and they're just nasty. And you know what? It's hard. It's hard not to defend yourself. It's hard not to, you don't want to sit there and be a doormat. You don't want to take it in and just be, but you can use your words. You don't have to go blow for blow. You don't have to stoop so low, just like they have done, to make yourself or make you feel that you have to be just as rude to get even. It doesn't work that way. So today, like yesterday, we're talking about people that are being kind. Random acts of kindness. People that are doing all they can to try to make things better. Scott is an asset to his company. He's an owner. And I respect the man tremendously for going above and beyond. Not just because of the fact that it touched his heart, but because he knew it was the right thing to do. And we all need to think that same way. We all need to remember that we're not on this world and this earth for such a long time. So while we're here on earth, while we're here with our families, let's respect one another. Let's do it. Because that's what God would have wanted. That's what God wants. Not would have. That's what God wants us to do. He wants us to be respectful. He wants us to love. So why can't we do it, folks? Can we do it? Think about that today. And I hope that all of you got something out of today's episode. Because God knows I learned a lot yesterday. And one thing I learned is that there are so many good people out there in the world. The sad part is, you just don't see them on an ordinary basis. I hope one day, when God calls me home, I can just visualize and see all the people from this world that are in a better place as we come together as one and celebrate the life that we had here on earth. Have a good day, everyone. And never forget, have faith, let it begin. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, man love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.